Hello there, this is me again. My name is Cecile, and quickly in this tutorial, I'm going to cover the topic we see on our screen. I discovered I have to try to keep my videos short so that it's easier to upload and for other purposes. So without much ado, today I'm going to cover how to create a user account in both Solaris and Linux server operating systems, and as well as create a password for each user account in those servers. Um, to do this, we have the command called user add, and there are other um, things that come along with that command. It does Z, which means to comment. That Z is to create a home directory path for the user account. That S is to specify the shell which that account is going to be sitting on. That M is to create the home directory if none exists. Now let me point out two things real quick. All these commands can be, you know, all the supporting features can be used with the user add command in Solaris, but in Linux we wouldn't have to do the dash S to specify the shell because in Linux its default shell is the Bourne shell, unlike Solaris, which we have to type the sorry, in Linux the default shell is a bash shell, and unlike Solaris the default shell is a Bourne shell. So we have to switch from the bash shell, from the Bourne shell in Solaris to the Bourne shell in Solaris to the bash shell, and then now we can type our commands or specify the shell with the dash S command and get that done. So let's dive right in quick. To do that, I'm going to begin with the Linux side, and I already have a server open, but the server is not sitting on this computer. So to access the server, I'm going to party into it. Party is an easy remote application used to remotely access a server. But to do that, you have to know the IP address of the server before you can put it into it. In this case, this is that from my server. Don't worry, you can access it. Okay. All right. So I'm putting into the server right now. All right. After this video, I'm going to change that password, that IP address. So I'm in my Linux server right now, and I'm going to create a user account. Um, let's say we're going to call our user John Doe. Give it the name John Doe. So the command to do that is user add, like we saw, user add C, and then in quotes we put the user's full name, to specify who this is on the server. John Doe is our user. Um, and D to give the directory path. So that will be slash home, and we're going to follow a naming convention, for our users. We're going to keep it that way for every account in the server. So we begin the first letter of the first name and the full name, the last for the last name. So in this case, it will be J Doe for John Doe, and dash N for J Doe. Okay, and I hit enter. Oh, it tells me that user already exists. Okay, this is good. That's not an error, it's a good thing because now I'm going to introduce to us the command called user del. What does it do? It deletes user accounts. I'm going to delete the do and create that again. So how do we verify if that account has been deleted? Now, to do that, we're going to there is a file in the server called the etc password. Now in that file That's where user account components are sitting. So to verify, we're going to use the cat command. I'm going to cat etc password and look in this file. We see the various user accounts that are already created. So I have one called CNT, so the sale, one called student, and so I don't see any JDO, which means it has been deleted. Okay, so let's keep going. So now we can create our JDO user account. So user add again. Let's see. John Doe. That's the full name because this is just a name, so we have to put in quotes and that says just a comment, not a command or anything of that sort. So John Doe HD, for the specify it's the home directory. So home JDO that's M JDO. Okay, and I hit enter. Home directory exists. Oh no, I'm copying any file from staff into it. Email box file. Okay. Anyway, I know what that means. We had to go into the scale directory and then delete that home window as well. But let's verify if our user account has been created. So I'm going to type etc password again. And do you see JDO? There it is at the bottom of the information we see Jando has been created. But that's not all, guys. After creating an account, we have to assign a password to that account, right? So in this case, I'm going to introduce the password command. This is passwd and the name of that account. In this case is JDO, and it's asking for the password. So I'm going to give it a password. Sorry, but I can't say that out loud. Type the password again, and boom, our password has been taken. So that is how we create a user account in a Linux system. Okay, now let's go to Solaris. Create a user account in Solaris. I'm going to bring up my Solaris server. I have that sitting in this computer in my VirtualBox. Now this is VirtualBox is an application which it's a neat application which you can install in your Windows computer, and you can use it to host many other operating systems. For example, I have a couple right here. So I'm going to bring up my Solaris um, operating system that I have installed right in here. Hope it comes up real quick. You know, yeah. Once again, you feel free to go to virtualbox.com and you can download VirtualBox, install on your Windows computer or any other operating system you have, and on VirtualBox you can install other operating systems. You can also install Windows on VirtualBox actually, and do a lot of neat stuff right from there. Okay, so our okay, our Solaris operating system is coming up. Um, Give it a few minutes running seconds. Oh, nice. Alright. Let me clear this. I have some work right on the phone. Okay. Um, and everything I see on the screen, that's a different task I was doing. Um, okay. So this is the Solaris server operating system. So in this, we're going to quickly create a user account in this server. Let's verify if we have that same name, JDO or John Doe, in this server. Again, we type it is the password. And do we have any name as Jado in there? I don't see it. No, we don't. If you see it, let me know. Okay, we good. There's no Jado, so I'm gonna clear that using the clear command and begin afresh. Okay, so user add again. Let's see. John Doe. Those is the comment. Okay, remember John Doe. Okay, I don't know why I'm missing my letters for this typing today. Okay, John Doe. That is D. Um, Now the home directory part in this Nasara is a little different. Okay, so just watch what I do. Export home. There's a directory already in the server called export. Okay, so I'm going to put it in export. In export, we have a directory called home. So, and in home, I'm going to create John Doe's home directory called Jado. Okay, and then I'm going to specify the shell where I want it to be created on. In this case, it's going to be like bean bash. Okay, which means I want it to be created on the bash shell. All right, and not the Bourne shell, because the default shell in Solaris is Bourne, but no, I want it to create on the bash shell. And then to create JDO account if none exists. Okay, and I hit enter on my keyboard, and I got my prompt back, which means that account has been created. Again, we can leave it that way. It's not secure, so we're going to assign in a password. Okay, the command is set that off. Little typo right there. Sorry. Account is password and the name of the account. And it's going to ask you to put in the password like it normally does. New password. Sorry, I'm not going to say that, but just type it in. Keep in mind, in Linux and Solaris, when you put it in the password, it doesn't show what you're typing. It just says blank, but it indeed takes in whatever letters or numbers or characters you're typing on your keyboard. And at the end, it notifies you that the password successfully changed for Jado. Again, let's go verify if that user cannot exist. Remember the command cat etc password. Cat is a command, keep that in mind. And at the bottom, we see it right there. Do we? Hope we do. See the last well, see JDO has been created. And that's it for this tutorial. Hope you learned something. Hope you learned the user add command used in creating user accounts in Linux. Thanks. If you have any question, I am open to answer questions. Thanks for watching and God bless you.